Quick note before we start the video, I am doing a Q&A video in a few days, so if you have any questions, it could be RuneScape, different type of video game, real life, anything related, just go ahead, slap it in the comments, just don't make it weird, and I will be sure to answer it. So yeah, let's get on to the video. Hey guys, and welcome to another Loot from 5 Mil Slayer XP. Today we start off at Morvran, of course, getting another task with a total of 2,257,000 XP, so we're nearly halfway there. I have no doubt in my mind we're going to go above the halfway mark for sure, aiming for 500 to 600k Slayer XP this episode, and hopefully another 10 mil, because so far we're averaging around 10.88ish mil an episode. And I also did the math per Slayer XP. I did my loot tab divided by the current Slayer XP, and I'm making around 23 GP per XP on average. So we'll see how that holds up when we complete the episode. That's just a nice number. And as usual, if you have anything that you want me to do in this video to give it some spice or something, make it better for the viewers, of course. If I do get a clue scroll, I will do that. Someone recommended that I should do that, so I will. And I will make the XP gains a little larger. So let's just get right into it. Enough talking. Dagonoths. We can go ahead and do that. That's a nice Slayer point task. They're weak to magic, so I could just, use chain ability and get that done really quick. Once again, time for some post-commentary like we do in every task, and Dagonoths are here. I did want to do DKs. Someone did comment do DKs, but this was actually before I read that comment. So, sadly, nope, I didn't do DKs, and I probably still wouldn't. I think I was sort of rushing this one for whatever reason. I was rushing. But yeah, Dagonoth, I probably shouldn't kill them here. Like, if you want money, I think they drop more seeds under the lighthouse. Of course, you have to do Horde from the Deep, which is not too bad of a quest, but it is kind of annoying. And I did that really early on for whatever reason, back in the day when Dagonoths were really good range XP. But yeah, these guys are probably the best for charms, but if you want herb seed drops, like Torch Soul and Snapdragon and Quarm, you probably want to go to the one in the lighthouse. But nothing really eventful happened here, so let's just go ahead and move on to the next task. Alrighty, that was a nice task, and look at this. When I scroll up, I have done 200 tasks. I've obviously done a lot more than that. Sometimes I rarely go to the Taverly Slayer Master and just skip a task that I really don't want when I don't have the points. But now, just got 300 points, and I have way more points to work with than I've ever had before. And all of these points will go towards blocking and preferring a task. Though I don't know how many I can block. It doesn't tell me how many quest points. But let's go ahead and get another task. And Errors, okay, that's a nice one. That's a smaller number than the last task we had in the last episode, which is good because I don't like long error tasks. So let's go ahead and make some money. I guess we should find a topic to talk about in this episode instead of just these tasks, like, right there. You saw me just pick up Flask right there. They updated the rare drop tables, and it's pretty crappy. I might open it up on my second screen here, but they can drop 500 Flask. I've been picking them up. They drop like 400 lobsters, some swordfish more often now. So some weird drops, but some are good. In a QBD drop later on in this episode, I get 87, I think, Runite ore drop. So that's definitely rare drop table, not QBD, because I know they didn't update QBD. So that's, that's pretty cool. But yeah, rare drop table. Tell me if you guys got anything good. Put it down in the comments. Maybe some more coin drops or just better loot in general. But I haven't been noticing a difference. And speaking of updates, they did add a huge update today as I'm recording my voice, the 20th of January, and that is Rune Labs. Rune Labs is really cool. It's the first day, but just the concept of it is pretty cool. You can't support ideas yet, but you can put ideas down. And I've seen quite a few really creative ideas. Some are just stupid, some are already being made that people just don't, understand. But there's a lot of creative people on here. And Jagex, this was a beautiful idea. It definitely, they have ideas to work with themselves, but this definitely does help them out. And there are a lot of really good ideas here. I'll talk about I'll talk about some of them that piqued my interest in the next clip. But these are errats, just picked up the bones, and yeah, nice and easy task. Alright, that's the end of errats. Time to get another task. I did remove it from my preferred task list because Morvan already gives it quite a bit, so it might be a wasted slot. Plus, like I said, they get very long, not boring, but it gets really repetitive with errats, especially if you get a large number. But the money is good. I still won't skip the task, but I shouldn't get it back-to-back test. So let's see what we get. I don't know if we'll get anything new. Mutated Jadinkos, that's a nice easy task we can do. So let's go ahead and do that. They drop lots of herbs, so some decent money from these guys. Some of these Rune Lab ideas are really simple, and some are very complex. Some are just in between. Like, for example, the one that I'm looking at now, it says player mailbox system. Pretty self-explanatory. While you're offline, you get some mail from some other players, and you're good to go. And then there are some more complex ones like player-owned farms, and I thought that was really cool. You can do a wide range of stuff. They can either make non-tradable stuff, and somehow you make money off player-owned farms, or you just farm a whole bunch of herbs. Of course, then the price would go down. So that's just an idea, but just the way that people just put these crazy ideas out there is really cool. So I'm reading through them, and I'll pick out some more that pique my interest. Once again, time for another task, and we get EIias. I might go ahead and do some Armadillo. One for that chance of the pet, which is really rare, so I'm definitely not banking on getting the pet. But I haven't done Armadillo in a long time. I think since I had my main hand Ascension. But Royal Crossbow is okay here. I can get some decent kill times. But yeah, let's go ahead and do some EIias. During this task, the EIias, I accidentally forgot to put stuff in my Pack-Yak, so I only stayed here for maybe 13 kills. I somehow survived a little bit longer than I expected. I didn't get any drops, sadly. I know I spoiled it for you, so I just finished it off getting some Eddie bars noted. Okay, so some other stuff. This is a pretty crazy idea from Rune Labs. Lionheart, I'll just yell out his name. He says first person RuneScape. Imagine that. That'd be kind of cool. But just with all the clicking, like people like to click on their abilities. They like to click, to different menus. So you could do that. But that'd be very weird. You'd have to get rid of the whole walking in blocks on RuneScape. Everything would just be free roam, or you'd just be walking in a straight line, turn, or go in angles. I guess it's kind of interesting, but kind of weird. Another one, like another simple idea, is when you get a 99, let's say 90 farming or 99 farming, you get a title, and it could be Master Farmer EIias. That's my RSN, or it could be Slayer Master. I know that's a title. I guess you could put the Slayer. So they have a bunch of cool stuff in here. Dungeoneering rewards bags, Citadel updates, people want reworks, Silverhawk stuff. There's so many. Someone said in-game weddings. People are crazy, but very creative, and there's lots of creative stuff on here. I will put the link. I hope I'll remember. I probably won't, but if you need the link to Rune Labs and you don't want to search for it, I'll put it down in the description. I'll probably forget, but if I do, remind me. Alright, time for another task, and after this I'm going to get a Reaper task, because someone said, hey, let's try some Reaper task in the episode, so, I'm up for that. I think I have a giant mole task right now, and I don't want to do that. That's not fun and gets me no drops, so I'm going to skip it until I get something good. But for right now, let's get a new task since we're done with the EIias. And we get Calgarian Demons. I do not want to do that after last time. That took forever. They're great XP, don't get me wrong, but, ooh, I got tons of points, wow. Alright, that's kind of cool. Let's see, Black Demons. That's fine, yeah, we could go ahead and do that. I have my range gear all set up. I'm going to go ahead and get a Reaper task right now and show you what it is. Okay, so I just got a Reaper task. I had to go over here because I skipped so many times last time. But I have 7 Queen Black Dragons, says right there. I know we've done them before, but, for the sake of Reaper points, that's something we could do. So 7 Queen Black Dragon kills, not bad. I'll go ahead and do that right now, actually. and then we'll move on to our next task. And the rewards, these are how many points I have. The things that I want to save up for are probably the instance cost and the additional task, because that would be really cool. But I don't know how many Slayer points it is to buy another task. So, who knows, but yeah. Those are all the things. I only bought the Rainbow Loop Beam and the Aura Refresh once. I thought I could use this forever, but I guess you can't. So let's get on to QBD. Rune Labs is probably really great for quest. I mean, no one knows how much time Jagex is going to put into your ideas. It just depends on the support, and they're definitely going to workshop the support and how many ideas they do. It's a whole thing, but the people that might like Rune Labs are the people that want maybe quest reworks, or maybe just some kind of build onto a quest. Like someone said, what about something with Elvarg? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but the dragon from Dragon Slayer. Maybe you could do something with that. I think that'd be kind of cool to revisit that dragon, since it's the most famous quest dragon in the game, I'd say. I mean, I don't know any other ones, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, there's so many ideas in here, and you can also filter your ideas from combat, community, minigames, /D&Ds, miscellaneous, ninja requests, quests, seasonal events, and skills. So I'm sure a bunch of people are going to be putting in, oh, let's have the sailing skill, or let's have, I don't know, a writing as a skill, some weird stuff like that, which honestly, if you're one of those people, they're not going to do a whole skill. It's not realistic for Jagex to just say, oh, all right, whole new skill. Someone said they want this skill, let's go ahead and do it. So, but yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. I think that's all I'm going to talk about Rune Labs for today. So Black Demons here didn't really get a bunch of drops, but they drop a lot of rune items. So Black Demons are kind of like Abbey Demons almost. And I don't bank the ashes. I know I should. A lot of other people do, or they use Infernal Urns, but I have 99 prayers, so I don't need to bank them or bury them or scatter them. So yeah, that's Black Demons, and enough Rune Labs talk. Black Demons are all done. Time to get a new task, and oh, not rewards, new get task. Here we go. Abbey Demons. Nice task. 300 of them is a really good number. Plus, I already have the Dark Light on me, so let's go ahead and get to that. So while I'm doing this clip, Abbey Demons, which again just normal drops, rune helms, and some noted drops, I wanted to give you guys a question of the day, and this way I know that you reached this part of the video. But how did you get into RuneScape? I'll go into how I got into it from in the next clip. But I saw a Reddit post, and a lot of people got in from Miniclip and a bunch of other stuff, from friends, from school. So I'm curious to know what my viewers came from in RuneScape. So be sure to comment that down below. Okay, time for our 8th task, and I just got Ice Strike Worms. I don't have the upgrade for them where you can do more damage. I'll even show you that I don't have it. Let's see where it is. I think it's down here. Yeah, learn new technique. 2,000 points. Jesus. So, yeah, we're gonna have to skip that one. I don't want to do something that's gonna be just painful. So let's get another task. Dagonoths. We did those already this episode, so I'm gonna skip. Get something new. All right, come on. Iron Dragons. Sure, we can do that really quick. That's a nice 10-minute task. Not even. All right, probably 20-minute. So when I came into RuneScape in 2006, I was, how old was I? That's 5, 4, 9 years ago. I'm 18 now. So I was around 9 years old, maybe 8 to 9 years old. Let's say that. And I was outside with my neighbor, and then my neighbor's friend kind of just, there's always a friend like that where you're friends with someone and their friend just becomes a part of your little squad, whatever. So he was telling me about this game, RuneScape. Well, first he actually talked about a game called, not Dragon Age, it was Dragon something, and it was 2D, and it was not like RuneScape at all, but it was a weird game, and there was membership to pay for. If you guys know that game, go ahead and tell me, because I'd love to just check that out just for nostalgia, but in no way, shape, or form is it like RuneScape. So he was telling me about RuneScape and how the tutorial island and how it's fun, how there's tons of people. and he was sort of just that derp friend that I had, and he told me about it. I had to actually give him my account to complete Tutorial Island because I was too much of a derp. So I guess in the end, I was the derp, and I was the derp friend, and he wasn't. So yeah, that's how I got into RuneScape, and I didn't really like it at first that much. I focused my time on killing goblins to just save up all the money that it dropped to buy a Mithril Scimitar from the guy in Al Kharid. I thought that was just amazing, and it took forever to get 1,000 GP, but I did anyway. I got Gandalf Beast, by the way. Forgot to record the clip, but there you go. A bunch of drops here. So, yeah, I that's what I did. I killed goblins. I barely got my levels up, and I just bought a Mithril Scimitar. And I had a bunch of little levels. I didn't do any quest. How I did Dragon Slayer is beyond me. And I actually uploaded the video of me beating it for the first time ever. And I wonder what that date was. So I'm actually going to go check that out. I think it was 2008. Oh, wait, I actually removed that video for copyright. Something like that. But I beat Dragon Slayer and I uploaded it. I got a lot of views on that for whatever reason. But that was pretty much my RuneScape life until maybe 2009 when I started to get membership, and I got membership. I did a lot of Hunter. I made my Hunter guide, my famous Hunter guide, which is the most viewed video on my channel, which was #1. It was the #1 Hunter guide. That's why the title says #1, because it was at the top of the list at the time. It was, it was an okay guide to use. Now it's completely outdated. Don't use that Hunter guide at all. It's awful. Maybe not for the beginning parts, but it's outdated big time. So I was just happy to get a bunch of views on that video. I used audio swap. I didn't commentate. There's a lot of RuneScape history in my channel that I deleted. There's a lot of funny videos that I might still have, some role playing, lots of funny and cringy stuff, even in the Call of Duty era of my channel. But that's how I started RuneScape. Go ahead and share your story, your derp moments in RuneScape. Trust me, I've had tons of derp moments that, oh god, they're crazy. And yeah, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, that's going to be it for the task. Let's get into the price check. Okay guys, it looks like it's time for another price check. The episode is coming to an end. This is my favorite part and probably everyone's favorite part. I am in Taverley because I have not done the Shadow over Ashtail quest. Decided to just do it for the hell of it. The Rocktails and the Mahogany planks do not count. I won't be price checking that. Same with the Broad Arrows and everything else. But from here to here is all fair game, so let's get to the price check. The first price check with the cash is 26.1 mil. Second inventory is a total of 19.3 mil. Third inventory is a total of 15.8 mil.
But the final two aren't physical limitations of matter. They are voluntary obstacles, reflecting what we value. Whether we respect those values or not is another story, and how we interpret what actions are over the line.
And the last inventory is a total of 3.8 mil. So that brings us to a total of about 65 mil even. Of course, there's probably maybe 100k more, maybe 200k more, but that's not too bad for this episode. That's from the last episode we had 52.8 mil. That's a 12.2 increase, 12.2 mil increase. So I'm fine with that. We did 1 Reaper task, I think 8 Slayer tasks in total. I hope that's what we did. So yeah, a nice episode. I'm gonna do the Slayer or the GP per XP because it's just kind of fun. In our last episode, we averaged around 10.8 mil for each episode, and we're sitting around that right now, so it's holding true. Of course, we can get some really good drops, maybe get a QBD task and get tons of royal parts, stuff like that. So you never know. And we are also averaging, just a fun note, 24 GP per XP. So every Slayer XP I get, I'm averaging 24 GP each. Of course, you got to factor in the repair cost and all that junk, but I've only repaired it once actually. I've only repaired these Drygors once, and I probably added 1 royal part to my royal crossbow. But that's it. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more of these videos and many other RuneScape videos to come. And comment down below if you have anything you want me to add to the series, anything cool, anything unique. I'll be sure to do it. So yeah, that's going to be it. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.